next week. But NXT Roadblock, I guess we can go there.
Let's do it.
What you think about it? Like, I enjoyed it for what it was. It felt like another glorified episode of NXT. It was some good stuff. We started off with Dijak versus Joe Gacy in the Asylum match. What the hell? I feel like I say that every time I watch a Joe Gacy or a Dijak match in general. Not even just Joe Gacy. A Dijak match in general, it leaves me with what the hell.
Yeah, man. That moonsault.
What you think about this?
Was crazy that he did, where it was just like, oh snap. This match was high energy, man. It started off the show really, really well. Set the bar for how the rest of the show went. I hate that a lot of stuff didn't really match the bar of it.
Yeah.
Granted, it was a solid show.
I felt like this was a takeover match.
Yes.
For those of you who understand that reference, but then everything else kind of just
felt like it
was just a vibe.
Yeah.
It was just regular NXT.
Yeah, I agree. Like this match had moments where I agree it felt like a takeover level match because it was like it kept your attention. Because it was just like, whoa, even with the ending, and it was just like Gacy just taking the finisher to then get up, take another one. And it's just like, oh, feast your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like twice in a row.
Man, my thing is, bro, like you did all that and he still smirking at the end. You just got to shoot that brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this Batman Joker thing is really working with them. Who would have thought? Like it's really crazy. Like I never thought I'd see a Batman Joker visual in wrestling like that, but that's
it works.
It does. It works a lot.
Like as long as it works, it works. Like I can't really like hate on it. So there's that. Next up, we had the NXT Tag Team titles on the line. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin defending against Chase Hughes, Andre Chase, and Mr. MVP himself. This match, first off, they threw me off with Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin's theme getting mashed up, and it synced. It actually synced. So, because it's the same tempo, so you can't mess it up.
Good job, Def Rebel.
Decent, yeah. We're gonna give you some praise, motherfuckers.
Because you couldn't mess it up. That's why I was like, well, yeah, no, I'll just leave it at a positive praise. Never mind. I was gonna say it was a sarcastic praise, but that works. That works. We'll go with that. Yeah, man. That's
I enjoyed this was a solid match. Like it was like Braun Breaker to me is just he's the definition of look what I can do, but in a good way possible.
Yeah.
That man, this entire match, he was just doing shit. That's all I can describe. That's how I can describe Braun Breaker wrestling. He just do shit. He does shit and it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense on how he does it.
Yeah. That
man be running fast for no reason, and then you be like, well, it makes sense because he's Braun. They wouldn't give you that name if you were mid.
Yeah, seriously, bro. He's oof, boy.
Why you think I called that man LeBron Breaker?
Yeah, time's ticking. You got a new tribal chief on the horizon or something.
And he's on SmackDown doing squash matches. So
yeah, he's getting called Goldberg, he who shall not be named. Someone else they're comparing him to. The way his match. Oh, the Rye.
Oh, the Rye. Oh, we can say Ryback. We don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, no, we don't. But you know, he's even getting those.
At some point, how the hell? Every time I see Ryback, I'm like, bro. At some point, people liked you. Hell, I liked you, and then you just fell off because you became an idiot.
You know what was funny, bro? It didn't hit me until I went on that little WrestleMania marathon I went through over the weekend, and I said to myself, how the heck did he who shall not be named and Ryback never cross paths? With the way they booked Ryback at one point in time back then, I was almost shocked that they didn't try to do something with these two.
Brock probably saw it and said, fuck you.
Probably, I guess so. It just boggles me because given that time frame, there was only so many people you could put him up against, and I for sure would have thought. But I guess when you lose a match to freaking, Kalisto, that says enough of what they need to know about you, buddy. I'm just saying, like, if you lost a match to Kalisto, my guy, then you wasn't gonna beat Brock anyway. So, oh well, oh well.
Well, tough break, nigga. It's always FUBU.
100, bro. Oh, boy.
But nah, Braun, I feel like once they give him a solid story, like in-ring rise, he got it.
Mhm.
Once they give him a solid story, it's straight. I feel like the reason why he's been on these squashes is because the bloodline story has been literally not giving him time on SmackDown, which is another reason why I don't understand why they didn't put him on Raw with the Intercontinental title to give him more time to cook. But I get it. They need to fill out the ranks on SmackDown.
Looks like we'll get to that one too.
Next up, we speeding through a lot of stuff. I mean, we had I'm basically going through the matches too, because a lot of stuff, like I'm saying, a lot of stuff felt like it wasn't bad, but it was just like nothing really stood out like, hey, let's talk about this. You feel me? Women's Tag Team Championship was on the line. Kabuki Warriors defending against NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria and Tatum. Yeah, she's an interesting individual. She's horny. I don't know. Like the match itself, honestly, I enjoyed the match. Like, I feel like the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships need to be a consistent thing, because I saw a clip of your show, Life's a Box Podcast, but you guys check that out. Where you was like, the NXT Women's Tag Team titles need to be given to NXT, and they need to have a main card or mid card title, excuse me, for the main roster so they can float around. And hell, I would even add to it, have them float around still in NXT. Give them just the raps or the reps, if you will.
Yeah, man. It really makes sense because the women, they have so much more. Like, they have a loaded women's roster on the main roster, but it's that much more loaded in NXT because of all the prospects they have. Shoot, those Cavender twins or whatever, we still haven't even seen them yet.
Are they even signed?
Or were they? You know what? Good point. Were they? I don't even know.
I feel like they was interested, and then they probably took a bump and said, "Yeah, never mind."
Maybe. Okay, well, maybe you're right. Who knows? What were they supposed to be? Were they famous before WWE or something?
Influencers, probably.
Well,
I never heard of them.
Me either. That's why I was like, well,
they probably was in the Olympics or something. I genuinely don't shoot the messenger. I genuinely don't know. Like, I don't follow all sports, all whatever. Is it the Calendar Twins or the Cavender
twin or something? I think I said it right. I hope I said it right, but it was like,
yeah, Cavender Twins. They're in the NIL program.
Okay,
but they're not signed. Like, I think they're. Yeah, so as of October, they said they're deep in training or heavy conversations with WWE. So who knows if they fell through or not? Like, will they come around? Are they even training? We don't know. Like, I don't follow them on social media, so I wouldn't necessarily know.
Yeah, we'll see. But the fact is, even whether you count them or not, there's so many women prospects that can easily form tag teams, that especially the ones that aren't truly ready yet. And they could just, because sometimes being in a tag team just helps you get better until you're ready to truly be a single star. So it's like, it just helps people grow. You know, look at Nefe and Lee Blades, you know what I'm saying? Like, they started off like singles, and you can tell they weren't ready, but then they formed them as a tag team, and look how they are now as a tag team. So it's just so many women they can do that with, where you're like, yo, just bring these titles here. let it float around the developmental women, makes them better, makes them hungrier, something to fight for. And I like your idea too with the mid card. You know, if it goes to the main roster, let the women on the main roster fight for it. But time to time, let them come to NXT if there's one that's a prospect showing some prospect of like, hey, she could be on that main roster before you know it. Let's have her go against our mid card champion real quick. You know.
And first and foremost, what I need them to do is establish stories involving these said titles. Don't just have titles just to have titles.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point, who cares?
Yeah. No. Yeah, who cares? You're right. No, yeah, because I mean, but I hope they do figure that dilemma out at some point, because they got to figure that out quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure. What you think about the match itself, though? Before we move on to what happened after the match,
it was cool. It was cool. Usually that's the only thing about when you expect the outcome that you expected. You're like, yeah. I thought it was an interesting little spot that you clipped with Tatum and Kyrie Sane. That was like
it caught me off guard when it's like, what is happening here?
Maybe they saw Killer Kelly. I blame Killer Kelly, man. They saw Killer Kelly and freaking Rosemary and was just like, oh, okay, well, we can do creepy, weird stuff too in the ring. Watch this. And it's just like, okay.
They was just yelling loud, and I'm like, okay. And it's like I was just like, all right, cool. I think.
Yeah, they don't know. It's just like, all right.
Me either. So we're both in the same boat. I'm like, all right, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne Perez finally embraced the hate.
Yeah, man.
She's finally snapped.
I like Bad Roxy. This is already a good, she looks like a psycho.
She rocking her famous AJ Lee fit. So
looking like a killer, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you might have a point there, brother. She could pull this off real well.
Who knew? That's all she needed was just an unhinged character.
Yeah, I can rock with it, man. I'll take the unhinged character. I'm like, shoot. Kind of makes her more cute. I don't know why. This is weird. Chicks are like that though. I don't know why. Seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Like keeping it real, keeping it 100. It's like I don't know why, but like when you see
CM Punk has a lot of famous words.
True.
Pipe bomb, voice of the voiceless, but the one words continue to ring true because it makes sense. I dig crazy chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Those make sense.
It does.
But as I get older, I don't dig all crazy chicks because some of y'all just need to be left alone.
Yeah.
But in a good, this is I dig crazy chicks in a good way. But Rox, I feel like the whole, like, I'm not disrespecting anybody who has anxiety because sometimes I have anxiety moments. But the character they was trying to get her to portray didn't really fit to me. It felt like I was listening to a child.
Yeah.
Whereas here, she's annoyed. Her voice fits the like entitled gimmick. Like, no one should get a title match before me. I never lost the title. Really, I never really lost the title. Like, she should be. This is her.
Yeah.
So her targeting and quote unquote injuring. This is your NXT Stand and Deliver match. And if they're not planning on taking Rox to the main roster anytime soon, I see Lyra losing the title at Stand and Deliver to Rox.
Yeah, this makes sense. You can see it because it looks like even with Melo, when we get into that, it seems like I guess they're pulling back on some of this a little bit. For whatever reason, it could just be like, yeah, they feel like they're ready, but maybe they're like, we're gonna let you cook a little more down there. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want you to get lost in the shuffle. When we bring you up, we want you to be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to some other people talk about people. Shout out to Glenn Rubenstein, man. He actually calls people like 5th-year seniors. And like he was talking about Gigi Dolan, for example. Like she gives that 5th-year senior vibe right now, where it's like she's kind of just there, and they're like, what are they really doing with her, and what is there for her to do? So like, it's kind of looking like you should take her on the main roster. But then you look at like a Roxanne, and you're like, okay, we never really have seen her in the heel version yet. And they did this with Braun too, because remember we thought after he lost that NXT title, we're like, okay, main roster bound. But then it was like, no, wait, not yet. He's turning heel. Oh, this is interesting. We haven't seen a heel Braun yet. We wanted to see this, but here we go. And now he's more over than he was originally when he was like a prototype, because when he was like babyface Braun, you saw it, but it was the Roman vibes, like big dog, like, oh, you're getting shoved down our throats. We know it. They look at you as the next up. But then when you turn heel, that flip switch, and now you got that much cooler. And
same thing with Rox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the exact same thing. Like I'm intrigued. Like I'm intrigued with how they're going to get us to stand and deliver. But I feel like this heel turn, because I'm pretty sure this is considered a heel turn.
Has to be.
Like I feel like this makes sense.
Yeah.
And they did it well.
I agree.
So I give them that. Shawn Spears, he's basically Kane from 2011. Embrace the hate. Embrace the infliction. They gave him a squash match, and I'm like, okay. But then he cut that promo afterwards and was like, yo, Rich, embrace your true nature. You like rage? Embrace it. And I'm like, bro, this is literally Kane and John Cena from 2011. Embrace the hate, John Cena. Embrace the hate. Minus the laugh though, but yeah, that's what I got from that promo. Some people was like, he's basically being a mirror, like, hey, this is your true nature.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace your true nature. I can see that.
Yeah,
but I just got heavy embrace the hate vibes from 2011 with this promo.
I can see that. I was more so just laughing at the crowd because I'm like, heel behavior, but he's getting more cheers than the person that supposedly is the I guess baby face, but yet they hate him. So I'm like,
apparently that's a Finley. That's one of Finley's kids.
Oh, really?
I think so. I saw that online. I don't know how accurate that is. So
makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, it was interesting. Do I care about Ridge Holland? Not as much as everybody else do, but I'm open.
Wait, there's an everybody else that does?
There's some people that do.
Really? I would love to meet those people because I'm that where? Seriously, where? Where are y'all? Are y'all in live? Remember when I asked last week about the whole what would you rate Karrion Kross in 2K? If you're a fan of Ridge Holland, please tell me yes or no here because I need to know where y'all at. I really want to know.
And honestly, if you are, here's my advice to you.
Back up a taste? Just a taste. Just give me some room. Hey. Okay, the door's gonna slam about now.
I don't care, but I'm open. I'm open for them to do something to make me care. But right now,
you care about him a lot less than Lexus King.
I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. if we're honest here,
I don't care about either one of them. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you.
They neck and neck on. I don't give a fuck. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's start. Atlanta, acknowledge me. Neck and neck. I don't give a fuck.
I ain't mad at it, brother. I'm right there with you, homie. I'm right there with you, dog.
But if there's anybody I trust that will get me to care a little bit about Ridge, it would be Shawn Spears. I give him that because he is one of those talented guys. I know people don't like him. Some people don't like him because they feel like he's more less entertaining than watching paint dry. But in my opinion, especially when I've seen him on the indies and like DPW and all this stuff, I love him. Like you will not get me to hate Shawn Spears. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Fair.
And then obviously to close out the show, I mean, we also had Sol Ruka come back.
Yes, I am so happy. And you know what's funny? maybe I slept on Soul the first time, but I forgot how beautiful Soul is and was like, wow. Maybe it's because now I found out she's even got more black in her or something. I don't know. Not to say I didn't like her the first time, because I did, but like, man, it was just like,
It's something about when you find out people have black in them, it makes them more beautiful. I don't know
yeah,
why.
because Keanu James was the same way for me. Like when I found that out, I was like, wait, whoa, hold up, whoa. Wait a minute, you got black in you, shawty? Hold on, stop playing. You know you don't. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh wow, she does. Wow. That just made me love her even more. So this Soul Rook is the same case. It was just like look, good God, man. Like she got prettier. I'm not even playing, y'all. She got prettier. And I'm just like, yo, did I not notice the first time? Or am I just tripping? Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're tripping. It's all right. It's okay.
Well, Saul Ruka, welcome back. It is so good to see you. I can't wait to see you on a weekly basis now. You welcome back. Weird how that happened out of nowhere, because they did the whole beach vignette last week, and it was like, well, that's definitely Saul Ruka, because who else comes out?
Was this NXT tape too?
I don't know. I can't tell. That's why I'm like, was it?
Shit, I don't
know. I don't know either, bro. So I was just like, I don't think so.
I don't know. That was a cool. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do about that. I already know her fangirls online gonna be going crazy.
Yeah. I just wonder, do you think she's gonna have that finisher still before we move on? You think she's still gonna do the same finisher, or do you think she's gonna switch it up now after the knee situation?
Does that move require her knees to be 100%?
Probably, because it was like a whole. Remember, she did like a whole flip, kind of
into the cutter.
Yeah, like
that's interesting. I gotta see her first match.
Yeah,
on TV. I don't go to the live show. I don't live in Florida. So
if she still does that, I'd be impressed, even with that knee. I just hope that.
I mean, she got the knee brace, so I'm guessing that's supposed to help. But then again, so did Tegan Knox, and she still got injured.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Last bit before we get to the main event, William Regal popped up.
Yeah,
that caught me off guard. I was like, no way.
Me too, bro. Caught me off guard as well, but even more so just because it was like, where are we going with this? And then I'm like, okay, so he's putting over this Heritage Cup that
I thought he was going to be managing the faction, but he's like, I'll be watching. I'm like, so you're basically saying, this was basically one of those cameos that he had. Remember when he did the whole thing with Ava? So I'm guessing he's being used to, I guess, say, hey, this is a good team.
I guess so.
Pay attention to them.
Yeah. It's tough to say, man. Especially what was weird was the exchange between him and his son too. Just like, oh yeah, I'll defend this better than you ever did. And I'm like,
I felt like that was a rib, because Regal immediately corpsed when he said that.
Must have been, bro, because I'm just like, oh,
they both laughing at each other, and I was just like, nah, there ain't no way.
But see, because commentary didn't make that any better. To well, he's not too old to get
get put over his knee and spanked.
Yeah. I'm like
okay, big.
Like I almost felt like you enjoyed saying that or something, brother. You okay? You good? I don't know. Maybe you just said it. I don't know.
That's gonna be an interesting thing, especially with Noam Dar moving on from the Heritage Cup apparently, because soon as you gotta look at Last Legend, he said, "I'm good. We're finna move forward."
Man, I don't like it. She'll definitely. You know what? Yes, Noam Dar. That's the perfect way to snap out of it. There you go. That's all it took.
Me too. Like if I looked at Lash or Jakara or both, I'll be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, we good. Let's go on to big.
Y'all still loyal to me, even without the bet. All right, let's go move forward. Let's go after that North American title.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go after the NXT title. Let's go after the tag team title with Oro. Mm-hmm. Let's move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward. Last but not least, for the main event was for the number one contendership for the NXT Championship at Stand and Deliver. Carmelo Hayes versus the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. I forgot his name for like a split second.
That's okay, brother. We'll allow it this one time. It's all good. It happened.
It's like It's like it literally. I was like, "What the fuck is this man?"
I've done that with some wrestlers too, so I get it, brother. It happens. It happens. It's all good.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. This match was okay to me. Wasn't bad. Wasn't great, but it was okay. You can. It was a solid TV match.
Yeah, they had a better match the first time they met, like way back when. It was interesting because I guess you could say, and I'm sure you did too, I kind of predicted the ending of this. The moment I heard them say, winner goes to Stand and Deliver, I'm like, oh, well, guess that won't be. I was like, that won't be, because I was like, I was hoping it was a situation of like, if they said like next week or something like that, then I'd be like, okay,
nope.
you know, then maybe Melo could possibly win it. Trick comes back and it just, I don't know, but nope. We real deal finna get Tony D'Angelo versus Ilya Dragunov at Stand and Deliver, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that one just yet.
You're not feeling it?
I don't know, you know, because I mean we've seen Tony D'Angelo in such singles. His style's a little different from Ilya's, so I'm interested to see how their style clashes.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if it's going to be a good clash or if it's going to be one of those like, yeah, just don't fit kind of things. I don't know.
I guess that's the thing. Beating behind NXT is a sink or swim situation.
Yeah,
and we still have a couple of weeks for them to get us interested in it.
Yeah.
So it may sell us. He may sell us. I don't know.
I feel like the promos would. Yeah, it's just the match itself. I feel like wouldn't. I'm more nervous about the match itself, if it makes sense.
Oh no, it makes sense.
Okay, yeah, but
yeah, for sure, it makes sense.
Promo wise, I could definitely see them selling it because Dragunov already showing like, oh yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see this match, and see who wins. And we got a new family member. Hey, called that. I called that, bro.
What's his name? Lucas?
Lucio or something like that. Lucio something. They kill me with these random names. I don't know. He's the lawyer dude with no sleeves.
Random generated name.com user one. Lucius Fox. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, something like that. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. Yeah.
He's the fake lawyer.
And he's added to the family because of his legal abilities.
He's gonna be a dirty lawyer. He's gonna get the Don out of if the Don kills somebody again, he's gonna get him off.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically that guy he's Proctor from Power.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I've never seen Power, but yeah, pretty much. There we go.
Trust me, if you Google Proctor from Power, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That's him. He's a dirty lawyer that got them off of the heinous crimes. But yeah, it'd be Tony D versus Ilya Dragunov, and then after the match, well, during the match, Carmelo Hayes fell for the Universe Mode cutscene where the theme music plays and then nothing happens. And then he lost, obviously. And then the Don said, "You know what? I got a gift for you, Melo." And then the music played again, but this time Trick was actually here.
I gotta give it to old Shawn Michaels and Tony D'Angelo for this. Usually, the heel does this dumb baby face trope thing, but it reversed. The heel got the dumb baby face syndrome in this moment. Like, you actually fell for this, bro. And you lost. And it was a good, 2 minutes before you realize, like, by the time it stopped, you should have known. Plus, you got security there. Why are you worried about it? You got security right there. Why are you worried? Focus on your match. That's a very babyface thing of you to do, bro.
They did make Melo look stupid.
They really did. Like, bruh, you in the middle of a match, you got security deep right there. If it was him, they would have had you, or you could have just at least finished the job. Then you could have been like, oh, shoot, let me get out of here or something. But, bruh.
Nope. And the sad thing is, he fell for it twice.
Twice, bro.
He fell for it in that match with Dragunov when Trick returned the first time, and then he fell for it again. Sir, you are not. This is not the actions of him
at all, bro.
This is the actions of a dumbass.
Yeah, man. You come on, bro. You gotta stop. Yeah, stop, my nigga. You losing yourself, dog. Like, you let Tony D'Angelo just... That was some heel-ish. Like, oh yeah. By the way,
and then he came back. He said, "I apologize for that. My bad for getting y'all hopes up. But also, Melo, I got a gift for you." Then they played it again, and he actually came back. So he basically apologized for being a dick. And then
still,
I know Ciendel is probably listening to this wherever she's listening to this. Like, I hate you, D'Angelo, but at the same time, thank you for bringing Trick back. So. But the only thing I could think about after seeing that closing shot with Melo being held back by security and Trick just sitting there, just ready to beat the ever living piss out of his former best friend was, I'll see y'all boys in Philly. That's one thing's for sure. I'm making my way to Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, man. That's boy. Well, based off what we see, it looks like we got what we got. So what we're looking at: Roxanne and Lyra, Tony D and Ilya, Trick and Melo, and pretty much everything else in between.
And I think they have a tag team tournament where the winners will probably face Braun and Baron at Stand and Deliver for the tag title. So that's another title match.
Okay.
I think that's it. Unless they throw in a random Heritage Cup match, I guess.
Yeah, if it's worthy enough, I guess they could do that. That feels like it would be a kickoff thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, they don't ever go overcomplicate the pay-per-views. I see them, that'll probably be like a kickoff match.
Yeah.
So that means we'll probably have to get there at like 10.
Oh God!
Because it's at 11:30. It's like at 11:30 a.m.
Good. Well, ain't too early for you, boy, or you, man. We've been up way earlier than that, but still, it's just like
we survived Elimination Chamber.
Yes, we did. That we did, and if we can get up for that, we can definitely get up for this. So that's light work. Light work.
Well, that's your NXT Roadblock review. It was a solid. It started off hot and then it became a standard NXT and then it closed off the way we pretty much predicted. But it was
when the club go around here, I'm a cactus. Bang bang gang, I don't owe you jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Miz, you can put me on the A-list. Gresh Unleashed, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold. Look at how they witness.